Okay, so I think one of the most exciting things is something called Vibes with Dr Adaku, which is like a music, tech and wellness festival that I do every year. I did it first in Lagos last year, December, and I'm doing it again this year. It's actually the 29th and 30th of December, and for me it's so exciting and important because I blend, as I said, well-being, music and technology. I think we need to speak about well-being more in our day-to-day lives, and music is something that people consume every single day. I'm an artist, so I like to use my art to make an impact on the world. And in this case too, this year is 2 days, as I mentioned, and we're also going to be doing coding workshops, which is so interesting. But I say with Vibes with Dr Adaku, you're not only vibing, but you're also learning. Like, you're going to leave feeling like hopeful and just being more fulfilled and knowledgeable. I think it's definitely very unique what I'm doing, and I'm the type of person that I don't just sit and wait for opportunities to come. I create them for myself and for other people. I'm the type of person that if I meet you, I'll try to learn more about you, what you love, what your passions are, see if I can connect you to anyone, see if I can put you on my stage. Like, even last year there was this little boy who was 12 at the time, now he's 13. His name's Norix, and I remember I was taking a ride and his dad is a driver, and I had just come from doing a show, and he said, I was like, oh, my son also, he's a rapper, he sings too, he played the music for me. I was like, oh my gosh, like anything I can do to help, I will. So I booked him to perform at my show last year, and in the past year we've been working with him to like create songs, and we're soon going to release it. So yeah, I hope to say that I'm paving the way for future generations and just doing something that's quite unique. Since I was younger, I knew I always wanted to sing, always wanted to really popularise normalisation of well-being into day-to-day life. So I did my PhD on well-being, primarily entrepreneurship and well-being. So yeah, this fusion of like vibes and education is definitely unique to me because I'm like an artist but also an academic. I'm a postdoc at Oxford University. People love it, it's so nice. Like, I sing in English and Igbo. People laugh at the way I say little words, but I'm trying, Sha, I'm trying. So I really love my culture, I'm really proud, and it's always like my parents, my aunties, my uncles, my cousins, everyone, we've always just been so proud of the culture. Even though I was brought up in London, live in London, like I always try to like infuse it into everything. So yeah, I think, again, it's quite unique what I do, like it's very different. One question I ask everyone is, what's the worst that can happen? Like, if you put something out there and it comes from your heart, you love it, and it's something you always want to do, there's always going to be a tribe somewhere. There's always going to be a tribe that they're rooting for you. They love your music. Your music makes them so happy. I get DMs every day that my music makes people happy. Like, I've got all different types of songs. My very first single is called Jasika, and it's a really relaxing song to help people just relax, soothe anxiety. So I get comments from that and messages every day saying, oh, this really like helps me with anxiety. This really helps me relax. It helps me like just take it easy. That's what the song's all about. I say, oh gadimma in it, everything's going to be okay. And I've got a song like Eguku where it's like a vibey song, like the beat makes you want to dance, like it just makes you feel good. So I think, what's the worst that can happen? The whole world doesn't need to like your music, but even if 2 people like your music, that's your tribe, that's your people. Like just stay connected to them people. Like, everyone can tell you that I try, but if I meet someone recognizes me, I'll wait and I'll talk to them, I'll have conversations. I'm all about building connections and not just seeing people as just people that follow me. I'm building connections. These are my people, these are my G's, like, do you know what I mean? So Eguku, yeah. Even, again, there's going to be people watching this saying, oh my gosh, you can't even pronounce it properly. But don't worry, I'm trying. So basically, it's a song that it just came to me one day, like 2 years ago. I've got this album called The Vibes Unknown, and it's like one of the key songs from the album. And essentially, the first line is, I chill me by Eguta. I want to dance, like I want to dance to music today. And then I say, with a little bit of Pami and Abacha. So it's just like, you can literally visualize it immediately. Like, if you think about like weddings, parties, just having a good time. time. Like, you just want to have a good time. That's what it's all about. So yeah, the song is just a feel-good song to make everyone literally jump up and feel good. And Egu Uku is a popular dance from Imo State. So it's like the main dance in Imo State, and that's where I'm from. So I literally have a song called Home, and I say you feel like home, and I never knew that love like this could feel so strong. So no matter where I am in the world, I know where home is for me. So it's, as I said, it's something that since I was younger, I thank my parents, my aunties, my uncles, my family for instilling the culture in me from day one. Like, this isn't just something that when Afrobeats or African music or high life became popular, I was like, oh my gosh, wow, you will see videos when I was younger. All our videos, VHS videos, we'll have high life playing in the background always. This is just in my blood. So I know where home is. It's like a magnet. I always come back home. Yeah, so basically I have always sang since I was for as long as I can remember. I've always danced, I've always written songs, I've always been in gospel choirs. Like, my latest gospel choir is the Oxford University Gospel Choir. So I've always done that, always went to stage schools. I can play a little bit of keys, not much. I have a guitar. I've always done it, but the thing is, I always used to let perfectionism get in the way. And in 2020, when I was working on this song, Just Seek It, in fact, it wasn't even finished. I was just like, do you know what? I'm just going to release this. I know this song is going to help one person. Even if it just helps one person, I feel fulfilled. So I released it. I put all my perfectionism away. I finally released the song. I've got on my phone over the years, over like 10 years, even beyond, I've got hundreds of songs that I've started, finished, but never released or never recorded. And that year, 2020, the pandemic, everyone was feeling anxious. I was like, you know what? This song could probably help someone. Let me put it out there. It wasn't even how I wanted it to finish. Like, I wanted to add more to it. When you listen to it, the first 1.5 minutes even, it's mostly instrumental. And I purposely left it that way so people can just close their eyes and relax, like Afro lo-fi. So yeah, so even though my first single was 2020, I've always sang. Yeah, I think so. I think my family really like hard working, and I've always like grown up like, for example, even me doing a PhD, my dad was encouragement. Obviously that's like normal for your parents to encourage you to do these things, but then it wasn't like, oh, you have to do this. It just motivated me to consider these routes and to just like go for what I want to go for. So yeah, I've always had that around me. I'm really like close to my family, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm driven by just even the notion of just wanting to help them as much as possible, like to live the best lives they can live too. So. That's such a good question. I think people sometimes, and like there's a problem that arises, I'm able to recognize when people have this solution approach to things, or whether they just stay stuck on the problem. And I think I realize I'm very solution oriented. Like, if there's any issue, my first thought is, okay, how can we fix this? Okay, let's go, let's do something about this. And I think that really helps with everything that I do, because you'll never just catch me sitting there like, oh, this is a problem, this is an issue, full stop. I'll be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, here are the options. Like, and I guess that also links into well-being. I've always been an advocate of well-being and speaking about it, and that's why I did my PhD on it, because there is all a cycle, especially in this generation, this hustle generation. It's like, okay, keep on going, but then if you don't know like how to find solutions, if you don't have that resilience, then at some point maybe you pause. So, but I feel like I've got the high level of resilience. Again, and I think it comes down to when I was younger. When you're, anyone that is a creative will know this, when you're younger and you want to like make it in music or anything, you might like email loads of people, you might try to reach loads of people. I remember when I was younger, I'd like email loads of people, hi, my name is Adaku, I do this, I sing. Like, you can send 1,000 emails and maybe get one reply. And I feel like that also helped me, like growing up. It's like I just got used to, like, it's in my head, it's like, oh, that one reply is, I'm so grateful. I would never think, okay, the 999 non-replies, I wouldn't dwell on that. I learned to be like, oh my gosh, I got that one reply, let me do it again. Friday the 29th of December and Saturday 30th of December, 2 days. So the first day is actually focus on software developers for the first half of it. There's a company called Alio who I'm working with, and they're going to be giving out like little grants to software developers to learn. It says learn and earn. As everyone knows, I'm really passionate about education, so I thought, how can I bring the system? It works in the West quite a lot. The tech companies especially, they offer like mini grants to people, whether it's creatives or developers, to learn and do workshops and participate. So I'm bringing it to Lagos, so that's on Friday. So if anyone's a software engineer, definitely reach out on like Instagram. And then the second half of that day is called Health is Wealth segment. So I did this in September in Lagos actually. I did a session with like free yoga, free meditation, free therapist session. We did acoustic performances. We did Web3 monetization workshops, because the company I mentioned earlier, Alio, is Web3. So that's the second half where other people can come. And then the next day is a concert day. But one thing I recognise, again, you know how I told you, when there's problems, I find solutions. So generally, festivals and concerts, there's always time where people are just sort of waiting. So I thought, why can't people learn in that session, or in that space, or like vibe, or not just be waiting, like whether it's them doing games, body art, meditation, yoga, like workshops, anything. But because you probably know yourself, sometimes events, you're just waiting for hours. That's time. Time could be used better. So that's one of the huge things about Vibes with Dr Adaku. We do, it's not just, okay, you come, you wait for 6 hours, you stay up to 6 a.m. It's not that. Like, there's things to do. Like, and then we always, yeah, and also we always try to finish on time, like consistently. I've done one in London, done one in Lagos last year, finish on time. If we say we finish at 11, it will never reach past, like, it would never say 11, it will be there till 6 a.m. No, bam, bam, bam. This is such a good question, because I know this year has been so hard for Nigerians. So I've been saying constantly for the past few weeks and months, like, there's a 5K entry fee for early birds, which is sold out. The general ticket is 7K. But generally, if you want to come and you just literally cannot, it will be too much of a stretch for you to pay, DM me. Like, I am so happy for you to come. And if I could change your life by coming to that event, you learn and stuff, whether people come to learn how to code, as I mentioned the first day, we're doing coding workshops, and they can, who knows, like 5 years down the line, they're successful software engineers. Like, if they just come and they want to like let loose and have an outlet, learn about well-being, just listen to music, come. Like, if people can't afford it, I always say, I know how hard it's been in Nigeria this year, especially in the world for sure, but definitely Nigeria. So just like DM me and let's talk, I'll help out. I have a lot of creatives that follow me, and I get DMs again every day, because I know a lot of people, and I get DMs every day of people asking, oh, like giving them advice, because where I am right now, I've been able to do a lot in a short space of time, so people are a bit intrigued as to how I've done this. How have I done these shows? Like, how have I managed to do so many headline shows so quickly? So I get these sort of messages every day from creatives. So I have creatives that come, I have like my like personal supporters that come, like my fans. They come, like I call them my G's, like my people. Like, they come because I connect to people every day. Like, if people, some DMs me, I try to reply to them as much as possible, even though I get a lot. If I get comments, I try to like reach out, try to engage. So yeah, I have people that just generally, especially Ego Okunjusike, like it's touched them, that they've just been connected with me since then. And then obviously I've got the tech people that follow me, because I'm also at Oxford, I'm the president of the Oxford Blockchain Society. So as I said, like, I do music, tech and well-being. Those are like my 3 main pillars. Again, this is such a good question. I always say to people, there's so many people out there, probably like tens of thousands. They're so talented, but if you go on their social media page, you won't see their skill at all. You won't see anything they do. They know that what they want to do, but they're scared to put it out there. I know so many creatives. I'm rooting for them every day. I'm telling them, you release this, release it, release this. They're like, maybe one day, and that one day, before you know it, it's been 5 years. I tell people, put things out there. It's better for you to put something out there and get feedback, and then grow based on that, rather than just never putting it out there. And I guess it comes down to perfectionism. Again, I was at this before too. As I said, I have hundreds of songs on my phone which I've never recorded, never released. We have to get to a point where you're like, do you know what? It's time for me to be bold and put it out there. And again, you'll be surprised. People shouldn't focus on what they don't have. Some people say, oh, I don't have a good phone. Okay, why don't you collaborate with people that maybe have a better phone for you to record on? Okay, I don't have a microphone. Okay, collaborate with people. Maybe you could do a song with them. Maybe a producer that also wants to grow. You could do something with them. Even these days, if you want, you know, there's a lot of DJs and producers. They're able to work with vocals from your phone recording. There's never not a way to like make something work. There's been some songs that have gone viral, just footage that has gone viral on social media, and DJs and producers have been able to extract the audio and make it into a studio quality song. So there's no excuse when it comes to that. Oh, people might say, oh, no one wants to listen to my music. Find your tribe. Start with 2 people that love your music. Start with 5 people that love your music. Connect with them, engage with them. Don't just sit and expect, like, you don't rely on like big people or anyone to do that for you. Build your tribe, connect with them. These are people that they're taking their time to listen to your music, taking their time to comment on your stuff, to message you, appreciate them. And that's another thing I need to make clear, like this journey is not just a large artist like tagging you and then overnight your success. You should not rely on that. And you should not expect that just because you know people, you should expect them to do stuff for you. You need to be out there and really like make a community for yourself and build that.
Let me show you many things that me and you can do. Let me show you many things that me and you can do. Let me show you many things that me and you can do. Let me show you many things that me and you can do. Let me show you many things that me and you can do.
Dr. Adaku Zonike, because Dr. Adaku Zonike, Dr. Adaku Zonike, Chai, Kuwayo, Upumiri.